What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Jussie Smollet is a very interesting person, however you want to look at it. And it seems like for his acting career, he was definitely thriving. He's on Empire and many other shows. He comes from a family where his mother is African American and his father is Jewish, and they've lived in some pretty nice neighborhoods, you know, Elmhurst in New York City. And it seems like he had a pretty decent childhood, from what I understand. Went to college, went to university. His sister is also wildly successful. But, you know, Jussie Smollett is also a part of the LGBT community. So he assumes that he is Black. He identifies that, although his father is Jewish, but he is a gay man, which he played that particular role on Empire. Many people believe he's a very, very talented actor, and like I said, his life was full of zeal, full of promise as far as the acting career was concerned. But in 2019, he told police that he was attacked outside of his apartment building by two men in ski masks. Now, they were talking to him using racial and homophobic slurs, saying this is MAGA country and things like that. And but then the month later, the story wasn't adding up. We found out that this was he filed a false police report. Okay, he surrendered himself to the Chicago PD and all the other stuff. Now, at the time that he had opportunity to get out of this, he did not. Okay. He decided to continue to go on with it. And then he gets actually convicted of what he did, which is, I believe, 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct. Now, he's going to have to serve 150 days in jail, 30 months of probation, $120,000 in restitution, and $25,000 fine. But I think the problem is that his response after the verdict was read. Now, I do want to tell you that the judge did roast him pretty good. He calls him, so many words, morally irresponsible. He's a joke. How could he do this when his career was on the line? He's a liar, and all of these things that we know Jussie Smollett to be. But Jussie Smollett decided to respond with this in kind. We're going to play a clip of that, and then I'll come back to it, and then we'll kind of finish up. Dima, play that clip.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I would like to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing motions you care to present? Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
So we've heard what Mr. Smollett had to say. You know, one thing I want to talk about is protected groups in America. And let us not tread lightly today. Because if this gets reported or flagged, it will just be for telling the truth. I am a minority myself. I'm an African American. All right. It's definitely the facts. But if I go out there and I commit a crime, I am not going to disrespect my community by blaming the system for something that I did, which is what he did. He said, "Oh, this is based off of, you know, the community, people not liking us for 400 years as Black Americans in this country, and being afraid of the LGBT community." What does your verdict have to do with anything in the LGBT community? It doesn't matter about the fact that you're gay or that you're Black. That's besides the point. And a lot of times people in the liberal communities always want to use that scapegoat. Oh, it's because we black. Oh, it's because it's this. Oh, it's because it's that. And I get it. Sometimes it could be because you're black. Sometimes it could be because of this. But what I want to know is this. How is it that we're not dealing with the fact that you lied? Okay? That you lied. What if you did not lie? Are we dealing with that? What if you didn't lie? It had nothing to do with you being gay. You called and presented a false police report. That false police report could have been like, oh, somebody broke into my house. Oh, somebody stole my car. Oh, somebody shot my dog. It has nothing to do with the sexuality. What it has something to do with your moral character. And now you want to take it back to something that has nothing to do with it, that, oh, you guys are scared of me being LGBT. And then they kept saying, I'm not suicidal. If anything happens to me, it wasn't I didn't do it. Well, you shouldn't be in the court anyway. You'll be heavily protected in jail, no doubt about that. But all these emotional outbursts and this unaccountability is the problem that we have in many liberal communities. We have a lot of Jussie Smollets in public policy in Black America. And whatever people do, they feel they should get away with it. Yes, and it's coming from some people in our community too. All right, they're not accountable for their actions. They feel they should be able to do whatever they want to do. And really, if you look at the way he's acting, this is kind of how some ladies in our community look at things. I'm just gonna be real, okay? That liberal attitude that, hey, you can do whatever you want to, and some Black men too. But the reality is you can't build a community with people like Jussie Smollett because they're liars, all right? You should not have been, regardless of whatever you identify as, you should not have lied and staged the hate crime. There was plenty of evidence to show that you did that. And the jury convicted you of such. That jury didn't have no dog in the fight, all right? And Chicago is a liberal city with a gay mayor, all right? It's a gay mayor there. She couldn't even stand, Lori Lightfoot, she couldn't even stand for that. Nobody can stand for that. And not only did you embarrass the Black community when you said what you said, you embarrassed the LGBT community. Because there are people that are LGBT, but they're not gonna stage fake hate crimes. Just as much as you have people who are heterosexual, they're not gonna stage hate crimes. That's just you. Don't drag those people into your problems. You did it because you thought you could get away with it. And you found out that you couldn't. Now you're talking about you're innocent. Innocent of what? You innocent of telling the truth? Yeah, when it comes to telling the truth, you sure is innocent because you a liar. That's the truth. All right? Stop blaming stop trying to claim the Black community for your struggles in the Black power fist when you wasn't doing that in 2019 when you were staging a crime with two of those Nigerian American guys trying to shit on Donald Trump and conservatives. Now you got Biden in the office. Guess what? He ain't come bail you out. Where your Democratic friends at? Where's Don Lemon at now? Uh-oh, nowhere to be found. Now you got a felony on your record and you still unaccountable and don't believe that you still want to be, you still acting like a diva as if somebody has to give you something. No, you're not special to anybody else. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.